This morning, as I was getting ready for church, I was thinking about some events that happened this week. I wasn't really thinking about it for a revelation. I was just, I don't know, thinking about them because that's what I do. I think about a lot of stuff. Um, so I was just thinking. And as I was replaying the situations in my mind and how they panned out and how, the situations were hard. They were true challenges. They caused a moment of conflict, and they would cause a moment of waiting for God to intervene into the situation. And then it would take a moment of trust and faith and belief, and then he would show up. And lo and behold, he would show up. And I'm very thankful he showed up. However, getting to that place where he showed up, let's just say it felt like forever. It might have only been 30 minutes. It might have been an hour. It might have been 15 minutes, because the events, there wasn't just one event. There were several events. But it felt like it was taking eternity for him to show up. But he did show up. And when he showed up, I was thankful that he showed up. But it didn't take away the problem, meaning it didn't take me out of the situation to where I didn't have to face that situation again. It didn't remove it. He didn't say, this is it. This is the end of this test, or this is the end of this situation. You no longer have to go back to it. You are free to move on. Nothing like that happened. Although that would have been nice. But he did show up. And as I was reflecting on that, I was thinking about what really came out of it the most for me. I mean, there's a lot of things that came out of it, but what came out the most for me is trust. And I have trust issues. And I'm not one to lie to you or deny that I have trust issues. I will tell you I have trust issues. And about a year ago, I barely trusted God. Not because of how my father was or anything like that. Not because I was just coming to Christ. It was just because he allowed me to go through some situations that really took my trust away from him. And I allowed it, and that's fine. I'll take that, but it is what it is. And so restoring that trust has been not just an uphill climb. It has been it's been like climbing up a steep mountain to restore that trust. And so I had to really think about those situations, and I had to realize that while I don't like what's going on right now, and I wish that things would change, that it's in those situations that my trust is growing. And as my trust grows, the things that I hear about God, of who he is, meaning he's omnipresent, he's in control of all things, and he knows all things, and all those attributes that I hear about him that I lost hope and belief in because I lost my trust. I'm starting to be able to live in a manner that is a display to others to show that I actually believe that he is those things. But without that trust, then I am displaying basically a believer that just moves my mouth, but I don't have the actions that follow it. And that being said, I just looked at my challenges a little differently, and I asked God to give me the strength to get me through the trials that will be upcoming this week, and to allow my trust to grow so I can increase my capacity of belief in Him and who He is, so I can display that more throughout my life. And when people look at me, they see Christ, not me, and they are drawn to that and want more of what I have. So I just wanted to share that with you, because as I talk to more people, actually I've probably talked to 3 or 4, and I think that's what got me started thinking about all that this morning, is how God had brought certain people in my life just within the last couple of weeks, and the issue that is repeated is they have trust issues. And so I guess I was just thinking about, how do you overcome your trust issues? And then that's when all this other stuff was revealed. So if you're in challenging times, I pray that you ask God to reveal to you what you are learning out of them. And so when the challenging times come, even though you might not want to be there anymore and you're ready for Him to come in and move you to your next location, that He shows you who you are becoming right now and the benefit that you have received from being in these challenging times. And these also challenging times that are going to be coming in the week ahead.